If you can do these 4 things, your brain might be wired in a way most people can't even comprehend. We're diving into 4 behaviors that seem ordinary at first, but if you relate to them, you might have the kind of neurological setup that only a tiny percentage of people do. By the end of this, you'll understand why certain things feel easy for you that others seem to constantly struggle with, like focus, creativity, emotional resilience, and something even deeper that most people never develop, cognitive independence. And the 4th one, it reveals a subtle power that's so rare, it often gets misdiagnosed as arrogance or emotional coldness. Let's begin. 1. You question your thoughts before accepting them as truth. Most people live in reaction mode. A thought pops up, they feel something about it, and boom, it becomes reality. But if you naturally pause and ask, is this even true? Your brain is doing something incredibly advanced. It's interrupting the automatic loop between stimulus and response. And that 1-second pause, it's the difference between emotional freedom and being a prisoner to your own mind. This isn't just intelligence, it's metacognition. Your brain can observe itself in real time. You might not realize how rare this is until you start noticing how many people confuse their inner monologue with facts. Now here's where it gets really interesting. 2. You can feel strong emotions without obeying them. Most people think being emotional means crying or yelling. But real emotional depth, that's feeling intense, anger, sadness, fear, and not doing what those emotions demand. You get angry, but you don't send the text. You get anxious, but you still speak up. This means your brain has created a buffer, a gap, where your feelings don't automatically turn into actions. It's not coldness, it's internal leadership. And while others are fighting their impulses or regretting them later, you're already 3 moves ahead, calm in the chaos. Now, before I reveal the 3rd trait, there's something important to note. If you've ever felt different, like your reactions didn't match the crowd's, or you didn't find drama as exciting as others seem to, that disconnect isn't a flaw, it could be proof. Your brain is wired with something researchers call differential processing sensitivity. If you've ever stopped yourself mid-reaction and thought twice, comment control below. I want to see how many of you are doing this. 3. You get bored easily, but only when there's no challenge. You don't crave chaos, you crave depth. If a conversation is surface level, you zone out. If a task is too repetitive, your brain checks out. But the second, something complex shows up like a puzzle, a system to improve or a strategy to outthink you, light up. People might label you as easily distracted or restless, but in reality, your brain is just wired to seek stimulation that matters. You aren't lazy, you're understimulated. And once you find something worth your energy, you're unstoppable. But this final one, this is where things get uncomfortable. 4. You don't need people to agree with you to feel confident. Most brains are constantly scanning for validation. Is this okay to think? Do others approve? But if your brain is wired differently, your self-trust isn't up for a vote. You don't need applause to know you're onto something. You might even find comfort in being misunderstood, because deep down, clarity often comes before consensus. People might say you're stubborn or detached, but the truth is, your identity isn't built on approval. And that kind of inner stability, it's rare. If you resonated with even 2 of these, your brain might be running on a frequency most people never. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.